Superlam Banana.
Superlam Banana is a sculpture in Liverpool, England, weighing almost 8 tons and standing at 5.2 meters or 17 feet tall. It is intended to be a cross between a banana and a lamb and was designed by New York City-based Japanese artist Taro Kizo. This one currently stands in Tithbarn Street.
Liverpool 1.
Liverpool 1 is a shopping, residential and leisure complex. It is the largest open-air shopping centre in the UK and the 10th largest shopping centre overall.
John Lewis.
Apple Store.
Liverpool 1 is home to 2 large hotels, the Hilton Liverpool and the 12-story Novotel.
Now we are touring Anfield, home of Liverpool Football Club.
Very short we go, 61. Come on in, guys. Get around. I'm not doing sweaters, so don't bite. You'll be alright with it. But darling, do this for that matter. Do something during the drive. You wouldn't want a Saturday night out onto the day of.
Liverpool Football Club is a professional football club based in Liverpool. The club competes in the Premier League, the top tier of English football. Founded in 1892, the club joined the Football League the following year and has played its home games at Anfield since its formation.
Anfield is a football stadium in Anfield, Liverpool, England, which has a seating capacity of 60,725, making it the 5th largest football stadium in England. It has been the home of Liverpool Football Club since their formation in 1892. It was originally the home of Everton from 1884 to 1891, before they moved to Goodison Park after a dispute with the club president.
Liverpool is one of the most valuable and widely supported clubs in the world. The club has long-standing rivalries with Manchester United and Everton.
The stadium has 4 stands: the Spion Kop, the main stand, the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand and the Anfield Road end. The record attendance of 61,905 was set at a match between Liverpool and Wolverhampton Wanderers in 1952.
For much of Liverpool's history, its home colours have been all red. When the club was founded in 1892, blue and white quartered shirts were used until the club adopted the city's colour of red in 1896. The city's symbol of the liver bird was adopted as the club's badge in 1901, although it was not incorporated into the kit until 1955. Liverpool continued to wear red shirts and white shorts until 1960, for when manager Bill Shankly decided to change to an all-red strip.
Liverpool's first trophy was the Lancashire League, which it won in the club's first season. In 1901, the club won its first league title, while the 19th and most recent was in 2020. Its first success in the FA Cup was in 1965. In terms of the number of trophies won, Liverpool's most successful decade was the 1980s, when the club won 6 league titles, 2 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 1 Football League Super Cup, 5 Charity Shields, 1 shared and 2 European Cups.
In 2020, Liverpool became the first English club to have won a league title in 8 different decades. The club has accumulated more top-flight wins and points than any other English team. Liverpool also has the highest average league finishing position, 3.3 for the 50-year period to 2015, and second highest average league finishing position for the period 1900 to 1999, after Arsenal, with an average league placing of 8.7.
The Walk of Champions.
The club's anthem is "You'll Never Walk Alone."
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky, and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart. And you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on, with hope in your heart. And you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Now we are visiting Liverpool Anglican Cathedral.
Liverpool Cathedral is a Church of England cathedral in the city of Liverpool, England. It is the seat of the Bishop of Liverpool and is the mother church of the Diocese of Liverpool. The church may be formally referred to as the Cathedral Church of Christ in Liverpool, the Cathedral Church of the Risen Christ, Liverpool. It is the largest cathedral and religious building in Britain, and the 8th largest church in the world.
The cathedral is based on a design by Giles Gilbert Scott and was constructed between 1904 and 1978. It is the longest cathedral in the world. The total external length of the building, including the Lady Chapel dedicated to the Blessed Virgin, is 207 yards 189 meters. Its internal length is 160 yards 150 meters.
In terms of overall volume, Liverpool Cathedral ranks as the 5th largest cathedral in the world and contests with the incomplete Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City for the title of largest Anglican church building, with a height of 331 feet 101 m.
It is also one of the world's tallest non-spired church buildings and the 4th tallest structure in the city of Liverpool. The cathedral is recorded in the National Heritage List for England as a designated Grade 1 listed building.
The cathedral is open daily all year round from 8 o'clock am to 6 o'clock p.m., except Christmas Day, when it closes to the public at 3 p.m., and regular services are held every day of the week at 8:30 am. Morning prayer, Holy Communion on Sundays, 12:05 p.m. Monday, Saturday Communion, and Monday, Friday at 5:30 p.m. Evensong or said evening prayer according to day and time of year.
At the weekend, there is also a 3 p.m. Evensong service on Saturdays and Sundays, with a main cathedral Eucharist at 10:30 a.m., which attracts a large core congregation each week. It also has a more intimate communion on Sundays at 4 p.m. Since early 2011, the cathedral has also offered a regular, more informal form of cafe-style worship called Zone 2, running parallel to its main Sunday Eucharist each week and held in the lower rooms in the Giles Gilbert Scott Function Suite.
The core services at 5:30 p.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, 10:30 a.m. on Sundays and 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays are supported on each occasion during term time by the Cathedral Choir.
Admission to the cathedral is free, but with a suggested donation of £5, car parking is available on site on a pay-on-exit basis. Parking is free for attendance at all services. Access to the main floor of the cathedral is restricted during services and some of the major events.
Now we are visiting the bombed-out church.
St. Luke's Church, more commonly known by locals as the bombed-out church, is a former Anglican parish church in Liverpool. It stands on the corner of Berry Street and Lee Street, at the top of Bold Street.
This statue is based on a real event that took place in 1914, during which a number of German and British soldiers left their trenches to enter no man's land, momentarily ceasing their conflict to play a game of football. Therefore, the site is an important location for people to pay their respects to those past and think about these heartbreaking conflicts.
The church was built between 1811 and 1832 and was designed by John Foster, Sr. and John Foster, Jr., father and son, who were successive surveyors for the Municipal Corporation of Liverpool. In addition to being a parish church, it was also intended to be used as a venue for ceremonial worship by the corporation and as a concert hall.
This plate say, built from 1811 to 1831, St. Luke's Church and Gardens, designed by John Foster Sr. and John Foster Jr., struck by enemy fire in May 1941, remains as a memorial to those who died.
Hello. We're paying to get in or it's free?
It's free. It's only a suggested donation of £1.
Ah, understood. Thank you.
The church was badly damaged by bombs during the Liverpool Blitz in 1941 and has been a roofless shell ever since, giving rise to its nickname. It now stands as a memorial to those who died in the war and has also been hired as a venue for exhibitions and events. The church and its surrounding walls, gates, and railings are recorded in the National Heritage List for England as designated Grade 2 listed buildings.
Rather than demolishing the remains, the decision was made to preserve the church as a poignant reminder of the devastation of war and as a symbol of resilience and hope. The church, with its roofless nave and hauntingly beautiful ruins, stands as a testament to the endurance of the human spirit in the face of adversity.
Today, St. Luke's bombed-out church serves various purposes, including hosting cultural events, art exhibitions, musical performances, and community gatherings. It has become a cherished landmark in Liverpool, attracting visitors from around the world who come to explore its history and reflect on the impact of war on communities.
St. Luke's bombed-out church stands as a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving heritage and commemorating the sacrifices made by past generations. It serves as a beacon of remembrance, honoring those who lost their lives during wartime while offering a space for reflection, contemplation, and cultural celebration in the heart of the city.
Welcome to the Liverpool Metropolitan Cathedral.
Liverpool Metropolitan Cathedral, officially known as the Metropolitan Cathedral of Christ the King and locally nicknamed Paddy's Wigwam, is the seat of the Archbishop of Liverpool and the Mother Church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Liverpool in Liverpool, England. The Grade 2 Metropolitan Cathedral is one of Liverpool's many listed buildings.
The cathedral's architect, Frederick Gibbard, was the winner of a worldwide design competition. Construction began in 1962 and was completed in 1967. Earlier designs for a cathedral were proposed in 1933 and 1953, but neither was completed.
The cathedral is not only a place of worship but also a venue for various cultural events and concerts. Its location on Hope Street, often referred to as Liverpool's Cathedral Quarter, makes it a focal point for both religious and secular activities in the city.
One of the most striking features of the cathedral is its interior, with a central altar surrounded by a circular congregation area. The building's circular design creates a sense of unity and inclusivity among worshippers. The cathedral's stained glass windows, designed by John Piper and Patrick Rainchins, add vibrancy and color to the interior space.
Overall, the Metropolitan Cathedral of Christ the King is not only a significant religious site, but also an architectural marvel and a symbol of Liverpool's cultural heritage.
The University of Liverpool.
Not to be confused with Liverpool John Moores University or Liverpool Hope University.
The University of Liverpool, abbreviated UOL, is a public research university in Liverpool. Founded as a college in 1881, it gained its royal charter in 1903 with the ability to award degrees, and is also known to be one of the 6 red brick civic universities, the first to be referred to as the original red brick.
It comprises 3 faculties organized into 35 departments and schools. It is a founding member of the Russell Group, the N8 Group for Research Collaboration, and the University Management School is Triple Crown accredited.
Everyman Cinema Liverpool.
Liverpool Science Park.
Liverpool Medical Institution.
Guild of Students.
Hart Building.
Foundation Building.
Starbucks.
The University of Liverpool has 10 Nobel Prize winners are amongst its alumni and past faculty, and the university offers more than 230 first-degree courses across 103 subjects. 8 its alumni include the CEOs of Global Foundries, Arm Holdings, Tesco, Motorola and the Coca-Cola Company. It was the UK's first university to establish departments in oceanography, civic design, architecture, and biochemistry at the Johnston Laboratories.
In 2006, the university became the first in the UK to establish an independent university in China, Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool University, making it the world's first Sino-British university. For 2022-23, Liverpool had a turnover of £673.2 million.
The Regenda Group.
In St. George's Quarter.
Empire Theatre.
St. George's Hall.
The magnificent St. George's Hall, designed by a 23-year-old, Harvey Lonsdale Elms, who died of exhaustion before its completion.
County Sessions House.
It functioned as a local county courthouse and contained 3 courtrooms, chambers for barristers and judges, as well as cells and other facilities for administration.
Wellington's Column.
The overall height of the monument is 132 feet.
Hotel Radisson Red Liverpool.
Take your pick from 201 rooms, contemporary, fun, and oozing in charm.
Liverpool Music City.
Lime Street Station.
Welcome to St. John's Shopping Centre, Liverpool.
St. John's, Liverpool is the largest covered shopping centre in the city of Liverpool, located in the heart of the city since 1969 and home to more than 100 retailers. The centre is also home to a contemporary St. John's Market, which has a history dating back to the original 1820 to St. John's Market, although the current market was opened to the public by Queen Elizabeth II in April 1971.
All businesses located in St. John's, Liverpool are members of Retail and Leisure BID, a business improvement district BID representing approximately 630 businesses in the retail and leisure heart of Liverpool city centre.
St. John's, Liverpool was designed by architect James Roberts.
Retail tenants at St. John's include Aldi, Argos, Home Bargains, Iceland, Madeline, Sainsbury's and Wilko.
Food and drink outlets at St. John's include KFC, McDonald's and Subway. There is also a branch of Wetherspoons, the Falwell, which was previously a pet shop.
Since 1969, St. John's Beacon has towered over Liverpool city centre. Construction work started in 1966, and once finished, the building became an icon of the Liverpool skyline, as recognisable as the Three Graces and our two cathedrals. Standing 457 feet, with a crow's nest 86 feet in diameter, the foundations are 60 feet across and extended 40 feet below Horton Street. Initially comprising a covered floor and an open-air viewing gallery.
Hello. Want a ticket to go upstairs?
As the Waterfront restaurant, and remained so until its closure in 1978. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II took tea here shortly after it opened in 1971.
The Beacon main purpose was to provide a ventilation shaft for the shopping complex below. Completion was December 1969.
Just into that lid for me and I'll get you up now.
Okay.
You all okay? Cool. Yeah, no worries. How you doing today? You alright?
Yeah.
Good. Where have you come from?
The States. Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, right, okay. Quite far.
Quite far.
Quite far.
I was in Manchester yesterday.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm like, okay, let me visit Liverpool.
Yeah. So in about 30 seconds, we're going to be 400 feet above Liverpool. That's about 138 metres. The actual building is 450 feet, but we're only going up about 400. So what's going to happen is when you come out this lift, you're going to turn to the right, you're going to go all the way around in a big circle and back into the middle. There's no time limit up there, so feel free to spend as long as you like. When you would like to go back down, just let one of us know and we'll get you down. No worries. Thank you very much.
From the top of the beacon, you were greeted to an unhindered 360-degree panoramic view of Liverpool and beyond. From its famous heritage waterfront to both Anfield and Goodison, the Wirral Peninsula, and on a clear day, Blackpool, the Lake District and Snowdonia. In keeping with Radio City's original strategy to open the doors of their new home to the general public, the Beacon has fast become one of the Northwest's most popular tourist attractions, welcoming locals and visitors to the city from across the globe all year round.
St. John's Gardens.
The King's Liverpool Regiment Monument.
This war memorial commemorates those members of the King's Regiment Liverpool who lost their lives on campaign in the Second Anglo-Afghan War 1878 to 1880.
Thomas Major Leicester.
Gladstone Statue, Liverpool.
For all victims of persecution, this memorial stone was unveiled on the January 27, 2001.
William Rathbone Statue.
The World Museum. It is a museum of natural history, science, and world culture.
The World Museum started life as the Derby Museum in 1851 in Duke Street. It then solely comprised of the Earl of Derby's natural history collection. The museum proved to be very popular, and a new purpose to build a building was required.
When we visited, the Return of the Gods was the main exhibition.
The Central Library.
The Central Library started life as the William Brown Library and Museum, designed by John Gray Whiteman and completed in 1860. Over time, the building was extended with the addition of the circular Picton Reading Room, the Oak Room, and the Hornby Library being added to the rear in 1906.
The library is now one of the most technically advanced in Europe with Wi-Fi, 150 computers, iPads and games consoles available to use free of charge.
Walker Art Gallery.
The Walker Art Gallery was opened in 1877 by the 15th Earl of Derby and was Britain's first public art gallery, receiving 324,177 visitors in the first 4 months alone.
The building was paid for and donated to the city by wealthy Warrington brewery owner and Liverpool alderman, Andrew Barclay Walker, who was the Lord Mayor of Liverpool at the time. Prior to this, the only other buildings he had erected had been particularly ornate pubs in which to sell his ales, so the gallery was a special project for him and was to commemorate his term as mayor.
We are entering the sculpture gallery.
Tinted Venus.
The Walker houses an extensive collection of paintings from all eras and of all styles, including many priceless and famous works of art, and is also home to a fascinating and attractively laid-out sculpture gallery.
The impressive, classical, stepped approach to the gallery is flanked by the albeit badly weathered statues of Raphael and Michelangelo.
When the Tinted Venus was first shown at the London International Exhibition of 1862, it created a sensation among its admirers. The Sculptor's Journal thought it one of the most beautiful and elaborate figures undertaken in modern times, whereas the Athenaeum saw it as a naked, impudent English woman with enough vulgarity it to destroy all luring power, and every sign of the goddess.
The Lupercalia.
The Peace.
Central Buildings.
Hard Day's Night Hotel, Liverpool.
John Lennon.
Paul McCartney.
George Harrison.
Ringo Starr.
Now, we are at the Cavern, Liverpool.
The Cavern Club in Liverpool is an iconic music venue with a storied history, particularly famous for its association with the Beatles. Located on Matthew Street, in the city centre, it's become a pilgrimage site for music fans from around the world.
General admission into the Cavern Club is paid on the door on the day for £5 per person.
The Cavern Club opened its doors in 1957 as a jazz club. It quickly became a popular spot for Liverpool's music scene. The Beatles performed at the Cavern Club almost 300 times between 1961 and 1963, helping to propel them to international fame.
The Cavern Club has hosted numerous other bands and artists, both local and international. It's known for its vibrant atmosphere and live music performances, featuring a range of genres from rock and pop to blues and jazz.
The Cavern Club front stage is the main area of the club, with the iconic arches and stage.
The original Cavern Club was demolished in the early 1970s, but it was rebuilt using some of the original bricks. The current venue closely resembles the original, with its distinctive brick arches and intimate atmosphere.
The Royal Albert Dock.
The Beatles last played in Liverpool at the Empire Theatre on December 5, 1965, but they never really left. They are synonymous with this city, a tribute on behalf of fans worldwide, funded by the Cavern Club, by artist Andy Edwards.
Welcome to Albert Dock.
Built as fireproof storage and processing complexes for cotton, tobacco, sugar and other raw commodities, these warehouses were named after and officially opened by Queen Victoria's husband Prince Albert in 1845.
Here we are at Albert Dock Love Locks.
Love locks are a symbol of everlasting love, a sign of an unbreakable bond and a beautifully significant moment you can share with someone.
Jet skiing.
The Legacy Sculpture, by Mark Degraffenreid, 2001, this statue of a young family commemorates migration from Liverpool to the New World.
This is the Raleigh Sculpture, by Tony Cragg.
This statue, made by Liverpool sculptor Tom Murphy in 2003, was very kindly donated to National Museum's Liverpool by the Sound of Fury fan club as a lasting tribute to Billy, one of Liverpool's greatest stars.
Billy Fury, one of the most famous stars of British rock and roll, was born Ronald Wycherley in Liverpool on April 17, 1940.
After leaving school, he worked as a deckhand on the Mersey tugboats, but music was always his first love. He taught himself to play the guitar and was a talented songwriter.
After being signed by music agent Larry Parnes at the age of 18, he adopted the stage name Billy Fury. Amongst his many hits were Halfway to Paradise and Wondrous Place. Billy's total record sales were on a par with acts such as Elvis, the Beatles and Cliff Richard.
Merseyside Maritime Museum.
Exploring maritime history through the ages, the museum collections consist of objects and archives connected to ships, boats, life at sea, the port of Liverpool and its connection to the world. Highlights include our ship models, paintings, works on paper and boats, as well as the largest object in the collection, the Edmund Gardner pilot ship.
Pierhead.
Museum of Liverpool.
The Museum of Liverpool tells the story of Liverpool and its people, and reflects the city's global significance. It opened in 2011 as newest addition to the National Museum's Liverpool Group, replacing the former Museum of Liverpool Life. The museum is housed in a new purpose-built building on the Man Island site at the Pierhead.
The museum was designed by architects 3XN and engineers Borough Happold, and built by Galliford Try. Cost of £72 million. Provides 8,000 square meters of exhibition space.
Port of Liverpool Building.
Royal Liver Building.
Cunard Building.
Mersey Ferries and River Cruises.
Liverpool Jerry Marston Ferry Terminal.
Now we are taking a river cruise.
50-minute River Explorer cruise offers stunning views of Liverpool's skyline and the River Mersey.
River Explorer cruises will operate at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 noon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. from Gary Marston Terminal at Pierhead, and at 20 minutes past the hour from the terminal at Seacombe, Wirral.
The River Mersey is a major river in northwest England. Its name derives from Old English and means boundary river, possibly referring to its having been a border between the ancient kingdoms of Mercia and Northumbria.
In total, the river flows 69 miles, or 111 kilometers.
Edward VII.
Monument to King Edward VII by Sir William Goscombe John, made of bronze on a granite pedestal.
In honor of all heroes of the Marine Engine Room.
This memorial was commissioned following the tragic sinking of the RMS Titanic on the 15th of April 1912, on its maiden voyage. It was conceived in dedication to the 244 engine room staff who had lost their lives when the Titanic sank in the Atlantic, following the collision with an iceberg.
They had remained at their posts in the stricken liner, supplying electricity and other amenities for as long as possible so that others could survive.
When the memorial was unveiled in May 1916, it was simply dedicated to all heroes of the Marine Engine Room. The memorial was commissioned by the White Star Line of Liverpool and the Institute of Marine Engineers. Before the memorial was completed, the Empress of Ireland sank in 1914 with the loss of 1,012 lives, and the Lusitania sank in 1915 with the loss of 1,201 lives.
Sir Alfred Lewis Jones.
The Memorial of Sir Alfred Lewis Jones is a commemorative memorial at bust length. The statue was created in 1913 by George Frampton.
This is another war memorial statue.
Man Island Building.
If these stones could speak.
From the International Slavery Museum.
Graving docks.
The Canning graving docks were used to clean and repair ships between sailings, ensuring they were safe and as fast as possible when at sea.
Soon after Liverpool's first dock, the Old Dock, was built. There was a need for graving docks because they were essential for the port and its merchants to be successful. This is
MV Edmund Gardner is a retired pilot cutter, built for the Liverpool Pilot Service after the Second World War. She was decommissioned after nearly 30 years' service and converted into a museum ship as part of the Merseyside Maritime Museum.
This propeller was one of 4 from passenger liner RMS Lusitania of 1907. She sailed between Liverpool and New York until she was torpedoed by the German submarine U-20 on May 7, 1915, with the loss of 1,191 lives.
Waiting by Judy Boy.
This monument commemorates the 250-year service of the working horses of Liverpool.
Liverpool Mountain by internationally renowned artist Ugo Rondinoni. The 10-meter-high sculpture, situated on Liverpool's historic waterfront and consists of vertically stacked rocks painted in bright fluorescent colors.
Tate Liverpool is an art gallery and museum in Liverpool, Merseyside, England, and part of Tate, along with Tate Street Ives, Cornwall, Tate Britain.
The Pump House.
The pump house was originally built in 1870 with its first-of-a-kind hydraulic pumping system added to the historic docks to provide a power supply. Situated in the heart of a World Heritage Site, the tower still stands as an unmissable landmark in Liverpool, and 1984 it became the pub we know today.
Victorian Carousel Royal Albert Dock.
A highlight of Liverpool's world-famous Albert Dock, Edward Pavilion, is a 19th-century warehouse with beautifully preserved original features including cast-iron columns, Victorian brickwork and a barrel-vaulted ceilings. A comprehensive refurbishment due for completion in Q4 for 2018 will retain these features within the context of a stylish and desirable office environment. Expect to be wowed.
Revolución de Cuba.
Albert Dock.
Miller and Carter Steakhouse.
Albert Dock Pride Sculpture.
The Wheel of Liverpool.
The Wheel of Liverpool is a transportable Ferris wheel installation on the Keel Wharf waterfront of the River Mersey in Liverpool. The wheel is near to M&S Bank Arena, Liverpool, and was originally opened on March 25, 2010. It was dismantled for refurbishment in the Netherlands in November 2020 and rebuilt in spring 2021.
The structure is 196 feet 60 meters tall, weighing 365 tons and has 40 to fully enclosed capsules attached. The wheel had been planned for 3 years by the company Great City Attractions. They submitted a planning application which explained that it would increase tourism in Liverpool. A smaller observation wheel had been operational in the city, which was located at the Liverpool One Leisure Complex.
This was dismantled because of the plans to open the Wheel of Liverpool. Construction was completed on February 11, 2010 at a cost of £6 million.
The Wheel of Liverpool is an iconic city landmark and part on the incredible Liverpool skyline. The wheel is an uninspiring 60-meter tall and has 40 to fully enclosed climate-controlled gondolas, including a luxury VIP capsule with a glass floor, leather interior, and of course, chocolate and bubbly, providing the ultimate experience above the city of Liverpool.
M&S Bank Arena.
This is the John Lennon Peace Monument, also known as the European Peace Monument. It is an 18-foot sculpture entitled Peace and Harmony created by Lauren Vores, a 19-year-old American artist.
Touch Base Meetings.
Tannum, Restaurant and Bar.
Royal Albert Dock.
Welcome to the Beatles story.
The Beatles Story is a museum in Liverpool about the Beatles and their history.